as a Chief Executive Officer of the Greater Ozarks, Arkansas region with the American Red Cross, as well as the Senior Director of National Biotechnology and Pharmaceutical Association. She has a successful track record in education, engineering, and food, pharmaceutical, and biotechnology sales. Michele also holds a Bachelor of Science degree in electrical engineering from Tuskegee University with a high honors. She also holds a Master of Science degree in industrial engineering and management from University of Tennessee Space Institute. Through Michele's successful determination, she holds a PhD in public policy from the University of Arkansas at Fayetteville with a double specialization in health and leadership policy. Dr. Wright researched most of American Outstanding Women Achievers that served as an inspiration for her International Book Award winning in the year 2012. The name of her book is Dear Success Seeker. Again, I give great honor to present a national and international award-winning success expert, Dr. Michele Wright.
Lakeisha, they may be impressed. Good afternoon. How is everybody doing? You know, without question, I am most thankful to God and am most honored to serve as this year's STAND Leadership Institute Commencement Speaker. But let me first take the opportunity to thank visionary Tracy Steele, pioneer Ed Coleman, thought leader Fanae Wicks, and trailblazer Patricia McAuliffe, all of which have made a difference with STAND leaders. And then I can't thank them without thanking all of our leaders and everything that you are doing to take a stand to be the best that you can be. Let me also personally thank one of my very endeared Red Cross cohorts, Mary Ann Tim. You all met her earlier. She's not only the director of donor recruitment, but I heard she did an awesome job this morning helping and assisting with the community service project. So I'm thankful for her. And again, I'm thankful for each and every one of you. With you all being awesome leaders and working men and women that you are, I contemplated on what in the world could I share with you at this historical event, this historical milestone event, that will motivate you, inspire you, and compel you to successfully stand as STAND leaders in both career and life. But then to my most pleasant surprise, I get the Tuesday tip every Tuesday, and I received the August tip, and it was titled The Success Trifecta: Yearn, Learn, Earn. Then I knew I didn't have to read any further. I had exactly what I needed. And although Dr. Zimmerman, the one who put out the Tuesday tip, actually used the success trifecta because he's trying to compel people to attend his Journey to the Extraordinary program, I'm going to use it just a little bit different because my objective is to compel and admonish each of you individually and collectively to journey to the extraordinary in career and life. A trifecta is any achievement that involves 3 successful outcomes. And in the case of the 3 outcomes in the Tuesday tip, it's yearn, learn, earned. So let me take this a step further by inserting that as the 2013 graduates of STAND's Edward Coleman's Leadership Institute, you must yearn for your purpose, learn what's your destiny, and earn the right to achieve and succeed. So now tell me, who are you and what is it that you purpose to be in life? What are you yearning for? To be honest with you, growing up as a child in Tuskegee, Alabama, I don't believe that I yearn much for anything. I mean, how could I? I was born with a severe learning disability and speech impediment, which made it difficult to impossible to even speak before the age of 5. So if you think about it, how could I yearn for my purpose when it was impossible, literally impossible to even talk? But thank God for parents who did not accept my perceived shortcomings as an excuse to fail, which is why it is so imperative as leaders to have champions of success in your life, such as the Stand Foundation, who can inspire you to move beyond the impossible to achieve the possible. You don't need anyone who tells you you can't make it, but you need someone who tells you you will make it. As such, my parents enrolled me in intensive speech therapy classes all the way from my tender years, younger years, all the way through junior high, until finally I said, enough is enough. I would embrace my uniqueness, and I would go forward and learn what I need to as time progresses. But this was a most painful process because I was struggling to learn how to talk, and in the process, learning to love myself and to discover what was my unique purpose in life. In high school, there were so many times that I wanted to quit, but my purpose would not permit. I wanted to run, but my purpose had only begun. And I wanted to hide, but my purpose stayed right by my side. I'm just curious, what and where is your purpose, Stand Leaders? As for me, although I was struggling to yearn for my purpose had no problem searching for me, as do I know yours. For your season, as not only Stand graduates, but leaders who stand, has only just begun, and the best is yet to come. And as leaders, to effectively yearn for your purpose, you must stay focused on your plans and your goals, and think, better yet, you need to know that you can, in spite of your obstacles, your challenges, and your roadblocks. Because as Ford Motor Company founder Henry Ford so profoundly states, if you think you can or you think you can't, either way, you are right. With new seasons came new opportunities for me to finally yearn for my purpose. And in the process, I actually started to believe that I could. As such, against all odds, as the beautiful young lady shared earlier, I went on and graduated from Tuskegee University with a Bachelor of Science in Electrical Engineering and graduating Electrical Engineering Student of the Year. I became the first full-time African American student to earn a Master of Science in Industrial Engineering from the University of Tennessee Space Institute. And while I was at the University of Tennessee Space Institute, I actually founded the National Society of Black Engineers. And then I proceeded to receive my doctorate in public policy with a double emphasis in health and, like yourselves, leadership from the University of Arkansas at Fayetteville. And I don't say this to boast, but to confidently tell you that if I can, then you can. But how bad do you want it? I will conclude really bad, considering the fact that you are all sitting here on this afternoon as successful graduates of this most prestigious leadership program. But once you yearn for your purpose, then you must take the next essential step and learn what's your destiny. Your own uniquely ordained destiny is what empowers you to accomplish great things. And to accomplish great things, you must not only act, but you must also dream. And you must not only plan, you must also believe. After investing years, both educationally and professionally, in the field of engineering, my passion in life began to change yet again, and so did my destiny. I then decided to step out on faith and relocate from Jackson, Tennessee, where I was a top performing engineer with Procter & Gamble, to the natural state of Arkansas to be in food sales with Pillsbury. And I have to be honest with you, I don't know what intrigued me most about Pillsbury, the Doughboy or the biscuits. Either way, I was satisfied, at least for a season. My personal motto in life is if I can't move beyond that, which I have already mastered, then I would never grow. As in the case with you as notable leaders. So I had quickly mastered Pillsbury and the field of food sales, but it was still time yet again for me to move beyond that which I have already mastered and go to greater and even better heights. As such, I boldly transitioned to the field of pharmaceutical and biotechnology for the next 15 years of my life with companies such as Pfizer, Novartis, and Genentech Biotech Company. And although I was continuously at the top of my game, I was still yearning to learn for more. Because at this point, I now invested many tears in yearning for my purpose, as well as many, many years in learning what was my destiny. Yet, I still did not figure out how to earn the right to achieve and succeed, at least to my greatest potential. For the best in me as it is in you was still yet to come. But as leaders, it is imperative that you determine what is it that you want out of life, how do you plan to get it, and what are the necessary steps and changes to make it happen. This means planning your future and not just waiting around for your future to plan you. For as the late and the great Rosa Parks, who is also like myself a native of Tuskegee, Alabama, and who I was also honored to have featured and contribute to my book, Dear Success Seeker, once expressed to me, success is knowing that we are all leaders of something in life. And as actress Ruby Dee, who is also another of my 85 contributors in my book, personally advised, if you can work at that purpose for which you were put on this earth, then that is the beginning of success. Success means you do what satisfies your soul. And I was at a crossroads in my life where my soul was no longer satisfied. And as leaders, sometimes our passions and even our very own definitions of success is continually revolving. And this is the door to not only new opportunities, but some awesome and phenomenal beginnings. So I began my new, renewed, and re-energized mission to discover what is my new divine purpose in life, and what is my ordained destiny in God. I was not only fortunate to seek, but to find. Thus, on September the 17th, 2012, I officially assumed the office and began my quest to earn the right to achieve and succeed as the newly appointed Chief Executive Officer of the Greater Ozarks region of the American Red Cross, with responsibilities for overseeing the collection, the processing, and the distribution of blood services products to greater than 50 hospitals throughout the entire state of Arkansas, southwestern Missouri, as well as the greater Memphis, Tennessee area. And what is the moral of the whole story? Simply put, you are responsible for yearning, learning, and earning your path to success. Therefore, as 2013 graduates of this most esteemed STAND Leadership Institute, it is imperative that if you think you are beaten, you are. If you think you dare not, you don't. If you like to win but you think you can't, then it's almost a cinch you want. If you think you lose, you lost. For out in the world you find success begins with the fellow's will. It's all in the state of mind. If you think you're outclassed, you are. You got to think high to rise. You got to be sure of yourself before you ever can win the prize. Life battles don't always go to the stronger or faster man, but sooner or later the one who wins is the stand leader who knows they can. So stand leadership graduates. The success trifecta has now changed from yearn, learn, earn to yes, you can. Because yes, you can yearn for your divine purpose in life. Yes, you can learn your ordained destiny in God. And yes, you can earn the right to not only achieve and succeed, but to be the best in life that you can possibly be, not only for yourself, but for generations to come. Because today is not only the start of the best day of your life, but the continuation of your legacy, a legacy that has now shifted from yes you can to yes you will. Yes you will. Walk in authority and live a powerful, joyous, and fulfilling life. Yes you will. Live victorious and leave a legacy for not only yourself, but all other STAND leadership graduates to follow. Yes you will. Be the best that you can be in your respective fields and also in life. And yes you will. Have not only life, but life more abundantly. Because the best is not only to come, but the best is here. 2013 graduates, yes you are, yes you can, and yes you will. Thank you, and God bless you.
Well, the Stand Foundation Leadership Institute is a program that builds leaders. We actually recruit young people, people of all ages, as a matter of fact, to come into our program, and they learn to build their character, communication skills, how to be involved in community projects, how to take their career to the next level. But today is a special day. This is a day that we graduate those individuals who have spent months putting together their projects, spent months going through our curriculum, and to see the growth in these individuals from the time we first assessed them at the beginning and see them go through the process. Some started out as shy and didn't want to speak in front of anybody, and today they're giving speeches. So that's a rewarding feeling to know that we help to build leaders. And what the Stand Foundation does is they take what they have in them, their education, their character, and takes it to another level. So we are proud today of these graduates and what they've accomplished. Many of our graduates in the past have gone on to do bigger, better, and greater things. And I expect none the less from these graduates here today. Many of them are leaving with a renewed enthusiasm about what they're doing and how they're going to be able to take their lives to the next level. So we're really happy about what happened today. This has been one of the best classes that we've had, and they're going to be community leaders throughout Arkansas.
I'm just a self-proclaimed math and science nerd, and so to meet somebody like Dr. Wright is an awesome thing for me. You know, there's not a lot of African-American women in engineering and science and math fields, so when I meet somebody like Dr. Wright, it's a big deal. And I must say that if I had never been with the Stand Foundation or went through, I would have never had this opportunity. So, you know, had two things happen, something to do with my leadership and being involved and showing how it all works. You meet people, you network, and then I got to meet one of my biggest, I don't say idol because I don't idol human beings, but a person that motivated me and let me know it was okay to be a girl and like math and science, and there was nothing wrong with it. So I'm so excited. Thank you, Dr. Wright, for the opportunity to meet you. And thank you for what you did to inspire me to keep going with my education and do something on my own, built around science and engineering for young black females in this country. Thank you very much.
Well, to me, it really does mean a lot. I've been retired and out of school for a while, but so to hear about the Learning Institute and being able to be a leader is something that I wanted to add to my life and be beneficial to my family as well. And I also would like to thank Dr. Wright today for the wonderful commencement service she gave today, the speech. And I did learn something from her speech, which was very powerful, and it was to yearn, learn, and earn. And thank you again, Ms. Wright, for the opportunity. Thanks.
And I'm thankful for Dr. Michele Wright and her words and her powerful presentation and how she engages with us. And it was really impactful. I've heard a lot of moving testimonies in my life, but that ranks in the very, very, very top 3.
Extemporaneous speaking is not my best attribute, but I watched Mrs. Wright before and after her speech. She was so comfortable with it that I was so impressed. I need to go home and practice that much more. Ms. Wright's an inspiration to me to come from where she has been to where she is today, and she gives credit for her perseverance, and I enjoyed that. Thank you.
Today was awesome. It was an auspicious occasion for our leaders here for the 2013 class. But I think what I really enjoyed today was our speaker, Dr. Michele Wright. What we find out is that a lot of times when we see individuals in leadership positions, we see the glory, but we don't know the story. And I knew the story, and it was just so wonderful to see the expression of all the individuals in the audience that was feeling into what she was saying. And I think the best thing of all is that the leaders saw that if there was things that they wanted to achieve, it was attainable. Because Dr. Wright came from a position where she couldn't even speak until she was 5, and now she is CEO of the Red Cross. I think what she left with them was very inspiring. It is something that I will remember for a very long time for the 2013 Ed Coleman Leadership Institute.
I've been very proud before in my life, but today I've been more proud than ever to see these leaders to graduate with their Leadership Institute certificate. They've worked very hard. It's taken them a while, but they've achieved something that many of the leaders today do not achieve, and that's keeping their word and keeping forth with going through this class to receive their certificate. It's very hard for some people to stay focused on their goals and their plans, but these leaders here have impressed me by doing so. We had a speaker today that was phenomenal. Dr. Wright, I think that she touched many of our leaders by giving her speech, and in her speech, it was magnificent. She told them exactly what they needed to know in order to reach their goals and plans and to stay focused. There's nothing like having positive people in your life. And I think that Dr. Wright is one of those individuals who is very positive, who can help others to reach their goals and their plans, and to keep focused on their dreams. I believe in these leaders. I'm very proud of them. I've never been so happy than today. I love working with them, and if I can, I will continue to work with the Stand Leadership Institute with helping them to build leaders. That is their mission, that is their dream, and that is the goal, is to help continue to build leaders.
I'm going to say that when you've done all to stand, stand. And I thank God for blessing me to stand not only as a child, not only as a teenager, but as a woman and a leader, and as a child of God. This was an awesome opportunity. I am so grateful for the opportunity to speak.
I thank God for Mr. Tracy Steele, Ms. Patricia McCullough, Mr. Ed Coleman, Ms. Fanae Wicks. They could have invited anyone to speak, but they invited me. I am so humble and graciously appreciative of this opportunity. It feels good when you're giving your flowers while you're here. And today, not only am I standing, but I've been given my flowers. And for that, I shall forever be grateful. And to God still, always, be the glory. Thank you. And when you've done all you can to stand, still stand. Thank you, Stand Leadership.